stand outside one day and then a swarm or group of people run past you, about 150 to 200 people, standing there confused, like, where are all these people running for? So you pull somebody aside and say, well, what's the deal here? Why is everybody running? And then they tell you, well, a couple blocks away, there's a tornado coming. Well, you look to the sky, looks a little gray. You say, it's not tornado weather. It's not even raining outside. But they assure you, they said, hey, we saw this tornado coming and we just wanted to run for safety. So you just pick up willingly and you join them. It's the same way with Jesus. You may not have been able to physically see Jesus resurrect, just like you may not have been able to see that tornado or that circumstance, but you believe the witness and the account of those around you. Those 150 people, those 200 people weren't just making something up. They weren't playing an April Fool's prank on you, but they were running for safety. And we weren't there to physically see Jesus resurrect from the grave, but we believe the witnesses that did. Because right here in the Bible, it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 4-6, and that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day, according to the scriptures, and that he was seen of Cephas, then of the 12. After that, he was seen of above 500 brethren at once, of whom the greater part remain unto this present, but some are fallen asleep. Jesus didn't just immediately ascend to heaven after he resurrected from the grave. He specifically appeared to these people. So we're not just believing the account of one person or two people, but over 500 witnesses were able to see Jesus Christ after he resurrected. These people knew that he died and knew that he was buried, but they also saw with their very own eyes that he rose again. It's so easy to believe what's in the history books. It's so easy to believe that in the stories that were passed down from generation to generation, because we're trusting the source of eyewitnesses. But yet when it comes to the Bible, we don't give that same leeway. Over 500 people, over 500 witnesses saw Jesus after he got up from the grave. And yet we don't believe. But we could believe what's in the textbook when it says, oh, well, a few people gave the account of this, and this is how we know this. We weren't physically there, but yet we still believe it. So why? What's stopping us from believing in Jesus? The witnesses are here. The credibility is here. The Gospels themselves, witnesses of Jesus' life and ministry, are here. And then the 500 witnesses that saw him after he resurrected from the grave. What is stopping us from believing? What is stopping us? My friend, Jesus loves you so much. We just have to soften our hearts, because sometimes, you know what, we're not right. We're not right about everything. We have to humble ourselves and say, you know what, maybe I was wrong about this. Maybe these witnesses weren't all bluffing. Maybe they weren't all lying. Maybe they were truly telling the truth. That this Jesus truly did die, truly was buried, and truly did rise again. And the same blood that Jesus shed on the cross so many years ago is the same blood that still works to this very day. My friend, I hope this encourages you, and just take a moment to think about it. Maybe you don't believe, or maybe you're doubting in your faith. Just think about it. You believe what's in the textbooks. You may have not been there to experience the Civil War, but you believe that it happened. Why? Because of the eyewitnesses that were there. You believe in the Great Depression happening. Why? Because of the eyewitnesses that went through it. These people, it's clear as day in this word, they witnessed it. So my friend, what do you believe on?